Hey everyone, and welcome back to Splash. Today, we'll be taking a look at some of the most shocking moments we have seen from Gordon Ramsay. For this list, we'll be looking at this culinary icon's shocking moments in popular culture, excluding his cooking shows, but including other contexts in which he's working his magic in the kitchen. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to stay until the end if you want to see the most shocking moment in Gordon Ramsay's entire career. Let's begin. Number 10.
And that's well done. Well done to you. And well done to you. I can't believe...
In a brand new episode of National Geographic series Gordon Ramsay Uncharted, the celebrity chef was seen shooting dead a mountain goat, cooking it for almost 3 hours, and then eating it. This, of course, stirred up some big controversy as Gordon Ramsay received some major backlash for this. It all went down in rural New Zealand, where Gordon met up with local hunter Dan Russell to get some meat for his Maori feast. He reasoned with audiences, stating that the animal is an invasive species and with no natural predators that has also caused some damage to the native vegetation. The hunter himself calls the goats a real pest. According to Gordon, hunting these kinds of invasive animals may actually be a way for modern-day Kiwis to help redress the balance. With all that said, you'd think people might be a bit more forgiving.
What's the matter between you two?
There's a language barrier there.
What do you mean there's a language barrier? He's speaking English, you...
I know, but he's from Texas.
Number 9. Did you know that Gordon Ramsay was once reduced to a blubbering wreck by a fellow celebrity chef? Marco Pierre White, who happened to be his mentor, claims that he dramatically broke Ramsay.
When they walk into Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, even though they may not see him, they should be able to smell him.
Who used to work for him at Harvey's restaurant in Wandsworth, South London, turning the fiery Scot into a sobbing mess.
To win 3 stars, you have to play an attacking game. To retain 3 stars, you play a defending game.
This may surprise many Ramsay watchers given that he is supposed to be the aggressor in most cases, but also no doubt serves to comfort the countless celebrities, chefs, and restaurant staff that Ramsay has torn strips off during the course of his career, particularly in his television programs. Number 8. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay might be best known for his foul-mouthed rants around kitchens all over.
5.5 minutes.
I'm watching you like a...
I know
Do you know
are,
why?
Chef.
Do you know why?
I don't know, Chef.
I want you out.
But the star of Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen was actually close to becoming, yep, you guessed it, a pro footballer. The chef apparently was extremely talented, enough to where he could have tried out for a semi-professional team if he wanted to. Gordon shifted away from soccer and started running, and not like running from the kitchen and back, like running really far. To get an idea, he has ran over 15 marathons, 3 ultramarathons, 3.5 Ironmans, and 2 Ironman World Championships. Gordon's love for sports is undeniable, as he has been involved in a series of charitable events and organizations associated with sports. He fulfilled his aim of finishing 10 marathons in 10 years by running his 10th consecutive London Marathon on April 6, 2009, sponsoring the Scottish Spina Bifida Association. What an athlete! Number 7. Gordon Ramsay's blatant rants on subpar chefs on Kitchen Nightmares are usually forgiven, but this one is a little more serious.
Jean-Philippe, what is that? HAP, take him and yourself back to Belgium.
Gordon Ramsay did not just yell at this chef, he demeaned his entire country. He has showered praises for restaurants in Vichy, New York, Los Angeles, Florida, Cape Town, Sardinia, and Prague over the years. But he wasn't really warm with the French. Ramsay claims that one of the reasons why he dislikes the French is because, quote, I lost 1.3 million pounds in Paris because the French chefs have become fudging lazy. Although he didn't actually say fudging.
I don't know how to wake you up anymore. I feel like a zombie.
Sorry, Chef.
You make him look good.
Number 6. If you ever get a nice gift from your parents, consider yourself lucky. Gordon Ramsay, the father of 5, whose net worth is estimated at $190 million, apparently earns more than $60 million annually.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
We've got this amazing restaurant all to ourselves.
Of that massive net worth, Gordon has decided to split his fortunes evenly with his 5 kids. His fortune cookie, that is. Yep, if you haven't gotten it yet, all 5 of Gordon's kids are getting $0 from their wealthy father. A rough upbringing and a can-do attitude extend into the way he raises his children, and that's the very reason he and his wife, Tana, have agreed that the Ramsay kids won't be inheriting their fortune. Sure, they'll be getting a leg up with excellent educations, luxurious living accommodations, high-quality business connections, and the Ramsay trademark name, but it won't be going much further than that, according to Ramsay and his wife. Gordon himself said, "It's definitely not going to them. And that's not in a mean way, it's to not spoil them. All that Gordon will be doing is giving them a 25% deposit on an apartment, and that's it. Not a penny more." When Ramsay announced this decision, people had mixed reactions. Some people thought that he was just plain cruel, while others thought that he is doing the right thing to instill good values and morals in his kids. Gordon doesn't even let them fly first class with him because they haven't worked hard enough. We knew you were tough, Gordon, but wow. Number 5. This is about none other than Gordon Ramsay and Sarah Simon's affair. The professional mistress did not exactly spread festive happiness in December 2008.
I was the other woman. And I said, "But Miss Walters, the media keeps referring to me as Gordon Ramsay's mistress, but he never paid any of my bills."
When she claimed that she previously had a 7-year affair with Gordon Ramsay. Sarah said, "My relationship with Gordon is probably the reason their 12-year marriage has lasted this long. A mistress keeps a marriage going," claims Simons, a self-styled professional mistress who has written a book advising women how to get the most from an affair. Ramsay hit back on the allegations when he made a public appearance at the BBC Good Food Show in Birmingham's NEC. "Come on, though. If I was really going to cheat, it wouldn't be with a complete slapper," he said. He joked that the real object of his affections was Delia Smith, his fellow chef. "It's true, I confess. I've been with Delia for the past 10 years, said Ramsay. Despite all the controversy and allegations, he and his wife put on a brave face and worked through it, coming out on top still together, but not without some salt in the wound. Number 4. Apart from the yelling and screaming, Gordon Ramsay has a good side of him too. Over the years, Gordon Ramsay has continued to demonstrate his on-screen character that continues to amass his audience. His presence on Kitchen Nightmares up against MasterChef Jr., for example, exhibits two sides of him where he might demonstrate his foul-mouthed devil spawn ridiculing subpar chefs to the point of tears. On the other side, however, he has demonstrated he can sincerely comfort, offer helpful criticism, encourage, and give out advice to participants to help them be the best cook they can be.
That's not what a gentleman does.
I've never called myself a gentleman, Ben.
Most of the time, he's just putting on a show for the cameras, but it still shocks people that he isn't always actually a madman. Number 3. Speaking of Gordon Ramsay as a super nice guy sometimes, let's take a closer look at Gordon Ramsay's comical performance on MasterChef Jr.
It's way too tender. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ramsay is known to demonstrate his hilarious and lovable side, which may surprise his audience. In this version, where he doesn't rant away, he has convinced the world that there's a good side of him which you just have to see for yourself. Well, it's cool to calm down sometimes, Gordon, but come on now. We want to see the yelling and screaming version. Remember how he said that he got a lot of vegans and vegetarians mad when he hunted that mountain goat to New Zealand? Well, it turns out that it wasn't the first time he came out with something outlandish and shocking that pissed off those communities. Back in 2016, the top chef was asked on Twitter by one of his fans if he had any allergies. His response was a single word: vegan, which of course was intended as a joke. It seems that the vegan community did not find it very funny. Another user on Twitter asked a follow-up question saying, "As a chef, I would have thought you would be able to appreciate other foods and styles of cooking." Gordon Ramsay didn't take long to respond by retorting, "It's a joke. It's not vegans, vegetarians." Number 2. Gordon Ramsay gets a taste of his own medicine. In his recently new Asian eating house called Ice Tank in Soho, Ramsay received some heavy criticism when food critic Angela Hui left some bad reviews. Angela quoted that the environment felt more like a seedy nightclub than an Asian cuisine. And she was reportedly the only Asian person in a room of up to 40 journalists and chefs. According to Hui, the staff cooked the duck super slowly on the barbecue grill, used the classic Chinese combination of plums and duck, and created a plum sauce made from a Japanese variety and a sour plum called umeboshi. Ramsay responded by posting on social media that her comments and remarks were unprofessional.
Stir-fried Dover sole.
Absolutely delicious. It's cooked beautifully.
He called her out, saying that Hui made an inappropriate remark to one of the staff's Asian wife, calling her a token Asian wife. Number 1. To top our list is, yep, you guessed it, another vegan versus Gordon Ramsay dilemma.
I believe that good quality lean meat is a key part of a healthy diet. So I'm hoping this dish will help Hannah back on the road to recovery.
Turn over the steaks.
In 2012, Gordon Ramsay came forward and said, "My biggest nightmare would be if the kids ever came up to me and said, 'Dad, I'm a vegetarian.' Then I would sit them on the electric fence and electrocute them." He joked. Vegans did not take that comment any lighter than the other vegan slander Gordon committed. It seems that Gordon just can't catch a break, can he? Well guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to like this video. We'll see you next time.